Now, theatre lovers will be thrilled to know that Joburg's annual pantomime is back and Cinderella is returning. Janice Honeyman's Cinderella will be showcased at the Nelson Mandela Theatre from the 5th of November. The show promises to offer an abundance of comedy and spectacle. For more of this, we're joined by Bernard J. from the Joburg Theatre, and he joins me now. I wish you could see me now, Bernard. I've got the biggest smile on my face because I enjoy the theatre very much like many other South Africans, and the annual pantomime is back, and no doubt, like myself, there is a lot of excitement about that being back.
Well, that's wonderful, Rofhiwa. Thank you very much. That makes all of us feel very good. I think we're excited, but I think we're determined too. We had to postpone last year for obvious reasons, but it's the first time in about 25 years that the pantomime hasn't happened at Joburg Theatre. And I just feel that this year we're just determined. You know, we're a bunch of people that want to entertain you. We want to have an audience, a live audience in a game, and get up there and entertain. Fortunately, I don't get up there and entertain. I'm a backroom boy. But there's a whole group of us that just really feel it's time. It's time to bring theatre back again with a bang, really, with the pantomime.
Now, tell us a little bit about the show Cinderella and what's going to be making it so different this time around. What can we look forward to there?
Well, Cinderella has always proven to be the most popular of the pantomime stories. And we haven't done it now for 10 years. And we're bringing back this year a lot of the pantomime regulars that we know the audience love. So we've got, for instance, as the Ugly Sisters, Cinderella's Ugly Sisters, Desmond Dubé, back I think for his 8th pantomime now, and Ben Foss. Bongi and Tombeni is coming back to play Buttons, which I think is his 6th or 7th pantomime. Karuna Lindivar is there as Cinderella. So a lot of panto regulars, but this year I think we are adding a big surprise in the spectacle of the way it's presented on stage. I don't want to give too much away because it is a surprise, but it's going to be a very new concept of design, bringing the pantomime, the tradition, the genre of pantomime, racing into the 21st century in a way.
Right. Let's speak about the operations of the theatre in the time of COVID-19 and how it's had to be innovative in the way that it conducts its business, because COVID-19 is here to stay.
Yes, indeed. We're all very aware of that. And so obviously Joburg Theatre and the whole team is taking every precaution possible. They have a very well experienced and well respected health and safety department within the theatre. They're enhancing that with expertise coming in from outside, particularly based on the problems of COVID. And of course, we'll be taking every precaution to protect our own company during 4 weeks of rehearsals, and also, of course, for our audiences from November the 5th. At the moment, the theatre is allowed to have a capacity of 250 people. We're hoping very much that that will increase, but the government regulations will allow us to have more than 250, but all the precautions will be taken, strictly so.
Right, give us all the show details. You've mentioned them very briefly a little bit earlier on, details of the show tickets and the duration that it's going to be going on for.
Thank you. We start performing on November the 5th. We're there on the Nelson Mandela stage at Joburg Theatre until Christmas Eve, December the 24th. There are evening shows, lots of afternoon shows, and even some morning shows. The way to find out the schedule and indeed to book tickets is to go on to joburgtheatre.com and you'll find all the information there.
Right, no doubt it's been a very difficult time. We've just spoken about how it's been important for the theatre to be very innovative in the time of COVID-19, given that it's here to stay. But do you find that the industry has gotten enough support from stakeholders, which would include government?
I think one always wants more support at all times. And people have been quite vocal about perhaps there not being enough support. But I have to say, you know, that the Civic Theatre, the Joburg Theatre, sorry, what used to be the Johannesburg Civic Theatre, of course, have been most incredibly supportive themselves in putting on these shows. The Joburg Theatre is owned, the shareholder is the city of Joburg, and they couldn't be more supportive, not only in terms of finance, but also in terms of enthusiasm, in saying to us, let's put on a big show again, let's put people on the stage singing and dancing, let's do everything we have to do to make this possible. So certainly the support from the city and from Joburg Theatre itself is there.
Yeah, and just a final thought from you, Bernard. Are you confident that our Joburgers are going to be coming out in their numbers to enjoy the pantomime?
I don't know that one can ever be totally confident, ever, at any time in the theatre business. But what I do know, and I was brought up to learn in England when I started this business many years ago, is the show must go on. It's a very simple matrix, it's 5 words. The show must go on. Then we pray people will come to see it. I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic that it's time to encourage an audience to come back to the theatre.
It's time indeed to be encouraging our audiences back into the theatre, and it's really enjoyable. If you haven't been, you need to treat yourself this festive season. Bernard J. from the Joburg Theatre talking us through what we can expect at the theatre in the coming weeks.